Should we have some music performance from Starfield? Let's go. Let's do it.
We're going to kick things off with the first new franchise.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Like, I am beyond hyped right now for Starfield. And I know that is a dangerous thing to be when it comes to a Bethesda game. Because a lot of their games are not good on release. You know? I'm looking at you, Fallout 76. I'm looking at you. But hopefully they have learned their lesson. Hopefully, like the absolute trash they received from like everyone for releasing Fallout 76. Hopefully they have learned their lesson. But yeah, I'm really pumped for Starfield. I've seen a lot from it now. I saw like the 45-minute deep dive video they released, and if you haven't seen that yet, I recommend you watching it, because the game, like the scope of the game, seems just absolutely bonkers. But that is also what's frightening me. Right, let's check this out. Let's check out the music from Starfield.
More than 2 decades from a legendary game studio. And to help us step into the vast world of Starfield, please join me in welcoming the
that guy's
composer of the
hyped.
game, Inan Zur, for a very special performance. Maestro.
Imagine he just fucks up the whole song right now. He was hyped. He's the game director of Starfield. That guy was... The soundtrack is good though. Yeah, man. That guy was ready. He needs it now. Beautiful. All right. I just cut it. I like that soundtrack. I've heard it before. With like a full orchestra. It's really good. Bro left the family to be there. Yeah, man. He spent all of his family's money on the ticket to just experience that shit, man. He's been waiting for this all his life, ever since Skyrim. That guy has been waiting. You know, he has played every like version of Skyrim, which is 10,000 now. I think you can basically play Skyrim on your fridge. But he's been waiting. He's ready, man. But yeah, seems like yeah. It was music. The music is good. But there was something else about Starfield as well. Didn't I see something here? Yeah, here. My man, Todd Howard. 16 times the detail.
It allows us to have 16 times the detail.
Holy shit. That guy was hyping up Fallout 76 just too much, man.
News gamescom, as we have someone very
but he is a
special
legend.
here. who can
He
be
is
here
a
to
legend.
talk about Starfield.
Todd
Please
Howard
join
has
me
done a
in
lot from the
welcoming
gaming
to
industry.
Opening Night Live and Gamescom for the first
He's a cool
time
guy.
ever, one of our industry's greatest creators, the director and executive producer of Bethesda Game Studios. That's right, Todd Howard, everybody.
We didn't hear that guy now. Maybe it was actually Todd Howard.
Todd, thank you so much for coming all this way to Gamescom. We have a lot to talk about with Starfield, but first of all, is this true? This is your first ever time at Gamescom?
This is
Todd
my
Howard?
first Gamescom, and you were right. You said how great the crowd is here, and
Todd Howard, man of the people. 16
and just
times
all the
the crowd.
fans that come here for the biggest convention in gaming to celebrate games. And I figured, you know, it is our first new franchise in over 25 years. So if I was going to come, you know, it's for Starfield.
Well, we all welcome
Let's just
you.
pause it there and think about that as well. You know? It's like the first, what did they say, 25 years? So they just, I will imagine that they wouldn't release this game if it doesn't work at all. You know what I mean? Of course, it's going to be some bugs in the game, like as big as Starfield is. But I don't think they would like release a game that like doesn't work at all. You know, since it's a new IP. Another thing that is also worth thinking about is that they have already given like the game to reviewers and shit, which is a good sign, you know, because if they are not like confident about their product, they usually don't give away copies like that until like the day before it releases, you know. So there's a couple of things that makes me think that this game is going to be a lot better than Fallout 76 on launch. Hopefully, you know. I have said to myself many times that no, Mr. Neons, I call myself Mr. Neons in the day-to-day life, of course, you know. No, Mr. Neons, do not get hyped by the next game from Bethesda. And here I am. I'm so fucking hyped, man. I can't help myself. Just give me the goddamn. I was in the crowd. That was me, you know?
Gamescom in Germany, and we're all very excited to step into this new world, Starfield, and the next week, early access. Set up for people, why did you want to make this game, Starfield? Why did you want to create a new world?
You know, I think like a lot of gamers out there, we have dreamt of a game where we looked at the skies and we can blast off into space and explore. We love to make games where we can explore these worlds. We've done like with the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series, but we wanted to do something brand new where you could explore with complete freedom in the galaxy. It's a game we've always wanted to play that we think a lot of people wanted to play as well. It's kind of that dream game.
Yeah, I wish I could talk about it, but it's quite an experience, and I know everyone here is very excited to jump in soon. You did bring some stuff to Gamescom to show to fans. I know there's a theater. Tell us, I know you've been, sharing a little bit about the game, but I know there's a lot you want people to discover when they play it. What did you bring here to Gamescom? Yeah,
it's really cool. We've built a 300-person seat theater where we're actually showing the beginning of the game. And you start out as a miner, and you touch this artifact
it's 2023.
that affects you in some way, where you see a bit into space-time.
And this is even further into the future.
You create your own character. Our games are about creating and being whoever you want, and then you're off on adventure.
Yes, let's talk a little bit about this adventure. I know, people have been wondering kind of what the main quest line is going to be after you create your character, which is something that I know. I saw even someone on the internet this week created you, I think. Did you see that? Someone tweeted out a picture. They had somehow figured out.
I see a lot of things on the internet. I don't know. I'm not sure that's real.
Well, the thing is, I think you could literally create, whoever you want and then enroll yourself into this adventure. And tell us about sort of how the adventure starts. What can we expect?
Well, you jump off. You're joining Constellation, which are the last kind of group of space explorers, like NASA meets Indiana Jones searching for these artifacts. But the story goes a lot of places. The game has a lot of surprises that we haven't talked about. I don't want to spoil them here, but really, really happy with how the story turned out and where it goes.
Yeah, it's such an epic experience, and you and your team have done so much for this industry, and the fact that you guys have worked through COVID, building this, and coming on the other end, we're so excited for everyone to get a chance to play it. So thank you for all you've done for our industry, Todd. Everyone, Todd Howard.
Thank you. Can't wait for you to play the game.
Todd Howard. Yeah, I'm hyped, man.